Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Miraculous Ladybug, New Powerpuff Girls, Starverse, The Force of Evil, and Ruby. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hello.
Today, Delaney and I will be discussing the November 14th episodes of Star vs. The Forces of Evil, Paige Turner and Naysaya. We discuss Star every week that it's new here on the Overly Animated Podcast. You can check us out at overlyanimated.com or search for the Overly Animated Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, your favorite podcatcher. Check us out on YouTube, on our YouTube link on our website, and subscribe to us there if you enjoy listening to us on YouTube. Let's get right into this. We can talk about future podcasts and stuff at the end. Exciting week with new SU coming up on Overly Animated, but let's get into Star. Spoilers for these episodes of Star and previous episodes. Delaney, two big episodes of Star, advancing the two aspects of our plot in different ways.
Yes.
We have the Starco aspect, which Naysaya potentially is big about, and then we have the who knows what's happening plot-wise, which I guess Paige Turner is a big episode for.
Yeah.
In its own way. So, what are your thoughts on these two episodes, Delaney?
Paige Turner was a good, I liked the episode. I don't know. I'm glad, everything that happened in Paige Turner was I'm glad it happened for the show and the mythology, but it was also really boring. It was okay. I actually Glossoric's fine. Where has this Glossoric been? I don't understand. I mean, he's still super weird and creepy, but he was fine in this episode.
Yeah, he was fine, yeah.
It was fine. It was it was neat to see what was going on, kind of have this look at there's the Magic Council, okay, typical, and then Star's mom, oh, and there's dark stuff's going on. We're kind of adding this bigger element, darker element to what's going on. It's pretty neat. It just was kind of it's Glossoric, so it was okay. I don't know. It was just, I thought it was a little boring. It was a little slow, but at the end it was okay, look at this stuff.
Marco, yes.
It was fine. Naysaya was I hate this trope. I hate it. It's so irritating to me. The episode was fine because they did it in a funny way, and Naysaya is just stupid and wanted popcorn and cereal, so it was fine. I don't really I don't know. To me, the way you kind of said it, I don't really think Naysaya is as big as a deal as you might think it is. I think it was a fine episode. Yay, he asked Jackie out.
This is a big development. You are under.
No, it's a big development, but my thing is, I'm not gonna care until they go on, until he hangs out with them. It was, for me, it was a lot of build up to him asking her out, and then there's no payoff at the end. So which is I understand that's why they did it. The whole point of the episode was him asking. I don't know. It was just. I felt I was underwhelmed by it. I understand it's a big development.
We'll talk about the next episode.
I need to see what happens next.
You'll be more excited when I tell you the description for next episode. But
okay.
No, I think this was intended to be a major turning point with the Jackie Marco stuff. They do. I mean, they're kind of in a group setting, but they kind of do go out at the end. I think this was. I think this is intended to open the floodgates here on this next part of our Starco journey.
I don't know, it was just hard for me because they did it in this really annoying trope that I hate, so it was okay, this is great.
Yeah, I also very much dislike that trope, but this is one of the best examples I've seen.
I mean, they definitely, they handled it well. It was just super irritating.
Yeah.
Also, they've dragged it out to the point that I almost don't care about Jackie.
Oh, I don't care about Jackie either, yeah.
Yeah, so
sure.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It was just, I thought Paige Turner was better. I enjoyed Paige Turner more than I enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
Than I enjoyed Naysaya. I thought Naysaya, both of them were a little boring, but I did Paige Turner more than Naysaya.
Yeah, I guess I liked both slightly more than you, but they're similar. They're good, not great. At best, I'd say Naysaya is better, but it's they're both fine. They're both. I'm glad that we're advancing the plot in both. I do not like the little mini me trope thing. I don't think that they made it their own enough. I do think that they made it their own with the humor with the Taiwan cereal thing. I think that was good, but they could have put more of a Star twist on it. I do like that Tom was the one that summoned him.
I like
and stuff.
Tom. That was funny. Going to Tom and he's playing video games. He's oh, I did that. You haven't asked a girl out since the Blood Moon Ball. That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like doing things like that also, like having a time, like I enjoy when shows reference their timeline, because sometimes with shows like Star and like animated shows in general, like unless it's like Young Justice or something, or like Avatar, it's really hard to keep track of like what is time, where are we don't know. So it's nice like when they reference things like that, it's kind of funny, so I enjoy that.
Yeah, so I think they could have put more of a Star twist on this, the mini me trope. I don't know if we needed this after all this Marco Jackie build up. Like, we don't know if we needed a vehicle to explore the asking out. I think it would have been earned if he just did it on its own.
It would have been funnier, honestly, if it had just been him being like stupidly awkward the whole rest of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets annoying, but
yeah. But in general, you know, the concept holds it back, but there's a lot to like in Naysaya. I think it's very well done.
I mean, it was funny.
Yeah, it was a funny episode. I agree, and it definitely is going to bring a lot of good Starco stuff to come. And we only have seen the first part of Star's reaction to this. Hopefully,
yes.
For now, very supportive. Paige Turner. Don't need a Glasswork solo episode. Not needed, but this does a lot of good for the mythology.
Also, it makes me like Glasswork like 1% more.
I mean,
1%.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. But
like, I didn't hate him in this episode, which is a miracle.
Yeah, but Paige Turner's fine. I think what they do at the end saves the episode. It's. I mean, that's the whole point of the episode, so that's like what it's based around. But I didn't need to like have the gags with him inside the magic building and stuff. But
so I did enjoy the fact that he just basically blew up the building. So I did enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I like the conclusions here. We're going to get into some cool stuff. Let's bring back Toffee. Let's go. I'm excited.
Yep, we flipped him on the TV.
Yeah, he's on the weird magic TV. Okay, let's talk about Paige Turner first. So, we start with this Star Glasswork. Let's Star pick a spell type thing, and it's kind of like this whole. And then he like I don't know. Half of the episode's just kind of nonsense.
Right.
And then he he has to like go inside to himself. It's a very Glasswork type thing. They're going for a specific type of weird with Glasswork, and he like he's just going internally, but he's also not going in. It's not like his own mind. Like, this is somewhere else. Like,
it was really weird.
Yeah, very weird. I guess that's how dimension travels.
It was funny though, like the gag where they kept pushing his body. I did appreciate that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. What do you think of all the Sean the Mooses, who were like the attendants inside the building, who were apparently not all the same person?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was funny. Like the first time it happened, I was like, "What?" And then like it was fun.
Yeah, that was fine. Yeah. Random interlude is Marco wanting to tell Star about his first chest hair.
What I was saying, he's like, if you see it at the right angle, I did enjoy that. Like, that was funny. Like,
that's accurate, by the way.
Like,
but
I have a younger brother. I know how this works.
That's accurate.
He just grew a beard. I know exactly how this works.
I think this is proof that, and this is, I think this serves. I don't know if this is intended, but this kind of serves an end to show like, no Marco doesn't have like a latent crush on Star right now.
Right.
Like, I think, like, if he did, he wouldn't, like, be this, like, open with her, like...
I think it's definitely, like, I feel like we've gotten to a point where we've kind of transitioned it pretty clearly to Star likes Marco likes Jackie.
Yeah, that's what we're exploring right now. So I think that
was kind of like up in the air for like very much in the beginning.
Yeah,
but
I mean, we've heard other things with Marco before, but I think at the moment this is where we're at. So I think that was an attempt with that too. Okay, so the Magic High Council. Who is your fave? Let's go over the options.
Oh, God.
I know my. Who's your fave on the Magic High Council? We have sad yellow red demon girl.
Yes.
We have goat bat.
Yep.
We have Rhombulus. Who is like a rhombus with a snake arm body. I thought he was the top of a sword or something at first.
I didn't know at all. Like, I was like, what are you?
And then we have Omnitraxis, who is a skull inside an orb or something.
Like, it was just Skeletor. That's what he was.
So two of them have names. Who's your fave?
It's probably between Omnitraxis and Rhombulus, because Rhombulus like tried to hurt Glossaric and like he was so ridiculous. Like, it was so funny. I mean, there's Demon Girl, but like,
yeah, I mean, my favorite's Demon Girl. Come on.
no, I know. Obviously,
yeah. Where's the spinoff with her? I mean, come on.
I mean, I don't
Let's
know.
give her a
like,
name. She was great. She talked like.
Well, yeah. Well, she was like timeout. Like, she kept sassing.
Yeah. She was sassy. It was great.
Romulus was just so over the top. Like, Romulus's design sells him immediately because he's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it. Like, I don't know, they were all kind of entertaining, so I was okay with this. Yeah. Also, the fact that Glosric is there for 5 minutes and Romulus immediately has to like attempt to murder him, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we need a Romulus Glosric flashback episode akin to a Dumbledore Grindelwald type thing.
Yes,
I think that's what we need.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think they need to like have a crossover with Ruby, and we can have our villains like.
Who you got? The Magic High Council or the random Salem villain crew?
I mean, I feel like these star people are better.
Yeah, I think the Magic High Council.
Salem, and Cinder.
More defined, Sans say exactly. But I mean, this is a good opportunity for the show to like have random designs and stuff. I hope we see more of. I don't know. You don't need to. I don't know if we need to see more of any of them, but I would like to see more of Sad Demon Girl, and Romulus was good too. But I think Goatbat and Omnitraxis are one-note concepts on the. So then Star's mom also there. So that's interesting. So something sucking up the magic from the universe. So that's our big problem right now.
# Doctor Who.
Yeah, very Doctor Who plot. Yeah, so what do you think of this as a overarching like problem for the show?
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I think it's an interesting way to go with this issue with Star's wand. So I'm curious to see where we're going to take it. I think it's a good idea, and they can do a lot with it. And especially like since we've established that there's multiple dimensions, I think this is probably a good way to go. Like, it's very. I mean, obviously it's super typical, but I think it's. Like, well, I'll just have to see where we go with it. I'm interested.
Yeah, I think this is an attempt to tie the Ludo stuff that we've seen with the Corn to the rest of our characters through kind of Glosric and Star's mom. On the Omnitraxis screen, we see, among other things, a picture of Toffee and a picture of Corn.
Yes.
So I'm very excited that we're going to tie Toffee into this plot. I mean, as we know from last episode. He'll be back probably.
I mean, presumably he is the culprit, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think the way to go with this is, and I guess it's what they're doing from this because he appeared on the screen, is to have Ludo think that he's like taken over this Corn thing or whatever, and he's like, but he's been unwittingly working for Toffee the whole time.
And like the Corn is a cover up for like this magic nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. Like have Toffee behind all this, and then Ludo's like, again? Like, like you took over everything again? Like that'd be great.
Yeah, and then have Ludo either like go away or make him good. Like those are your options at this point. Because he's annoying.
I don't want Ludo to go away, but revert back to season 1. Yeah, we'll do something with him. Could be interesting if Toffee brings him over, like truly evil Ludo instead of incompetent evil Ludo.
Well, I feel like Ludo is just too jealous. Like that just can't happen. Like he's very bitter about Toffee. So I feel like that's just not.
It wouldn't like happen.
Toffee could turn Ludo good.
Yeah, it's true. Very excited to see Toffee, but yeah, I don't really care. I don't think sucking up magic from the universe is going to matter until like the finale. Like it's like whatever. So it's not like this like an ultimatum and Star has to go solve this. Like I know we saw Glosric's like leave. It's like leave Star alone, let her learn at her own pace. She's different. I like that we got into the themes from last episode. Like Star can be different from the rest of the queens. Right. Like Glosric directly talked about that. That was a good follow up. The only queen who left Glosric alone was Eclipsa from last episode. Yep. This was her chapter that Star was reading, and it's like, and I think the conclusion of this is no effect upon Star that we can tell.
Right? Yeah, it's just more of like sating her curiosity.
Yeah, so that's good. I'm a fan of that. And then at the end we get the gag of Star read the whole thing. Power of darkness, force of evil, eternal. Blah blah blah. Not my thing. That was good. Good Star defining it. But Marco on the other end, whatever. Like a throwaway gag to Marco.
Right, yeah.
you could argue we're sacrificing Marco's character a little bit for the gag, but
yes,
whatever is important. The important thing though is that this is a good Star moment. It's like exposed to something beyond her cheery bubble, and is like, not me. Like, that's very good.
It's. I think honestly, it would have been kind of out of character to do otherwise. So I appreciate we covered this, and then we're moving forward.
I don't know, Evil Star though. We saw Evil Star design with
True
Emo Star. What episode? I don't remember what episode.
I don't either.
But yeah, that was good. Yeah. So overall, I think this is ultimately a good. Definitely a good episode in the context of this season. I think.
Yeah, we needed this episode.
Yeah, I think it functions better than it executes, but
yes.
It just in general we don't need 8 minutes of solo screen time for Glossric. No. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Naysaya. So although the frame's around, today's the day he's gonna ask Janna out. Ask we need to talk about Janna, but ask
Janna. Okay, so Janna is officially just
so Janna's just there the whole episode.
She's just there.
It's a crew of 3. That's their friend group, and Janna's there. I would have preferred for us to see that happen. We just see the results of it. I don't know how it happened. I guess we saw Janna with Star, but the 3 of them hanging out, we saw no preface for it. It just happened. Anyway, but Janna's clearly now there. I
could see them doing an episode how did y'all become friends? They would do that. So
yeah, I mean, really, we just need to see why Janna is hanging out with Star and Marco, as opposed. I guess we saw the genesis of the Janna and Star, but yeah. But Janna's just there the whole time, part of their crew. Janna firmly entrenched as a major secondary character now.
Yes.
Yeah. That
happened very fast. Like it. She's fine.
Yeah, that very much in favor. Marco blurting out stuff. The best one was Chet, the bro. He's like, "Don't worry, it's just a material possession, bro."
No, that was really good.
It was good. I like Chet.
Don't make me do this, bro.
Yeah, Chet instead of Chad as the name for the bro.
Yes.
Thumbs up. Then it's the Star's like, "Oh, Marco Jr." When it's
yes.
Yeah. We have good Janna stuff.
Janna literally just has her relics in Marco's locker, which I appreciate.
Yeah, so Janna just goes into Marco's locker. He's like, "How do you know the combination?" Took it from your diary, and then she just has her own private darkness
so
collection behind us. Yeah, very good.
It's so funny.
The Janna Marco, big episode for the Janna X Marco, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to you get a divorce.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't read it like that, but she did say that. So I would like to. Was that the intent of that line, or was that?
I mean, it's it's one of those things. That. It's when you after you're I think Janna said something like that before.
Oh, it's after she did say that.
After your third wife or whatever, she's ridiculous.
I would like to see an emotional dive into Janna and see if she actually likes Marco. I would like to get into that.
As opposed to a solo Glossric episode.
Yeah, how about a solo Janna episode?
Solo Janna episode. That would be amazing. We need that episode.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm a fan. But yeah, this Naysaya thing when comes out when you revealed your love, demon curse. Tom put the curse on. We give the Tomicide is maybe the best part of the episode. Put it on to prevent you asking out Star before we started hanging out. So I like that this is I don't remember the end result of their solo episode, but I guess that they're friends now. I guess
they're chill. It was really funny.
Yeah. Another good aspect is Marco sulking, and then Star puts her finger under the door.
Yes, with a face on it.
Yeah, it's really good. Star's great.
It's cute.
Yeah, the best part of the Naysay is what would you like? I would like cereal.
Yes. Seriously, you can have cereal.
Yeah.
Just so, and then it's ridiculous noises when he was feeding it the cereal.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
The voice, whoever, I didn't check the voice actor on the Naysay, but it was good. Continuing the proud tradition of American animation jokes about cereal. Foster's will be number 1 on this forever, but this is a good cereal one. Then Marco goes to confess Jackie, and he starts saying stuff. Jackie's like, "You're confusing me."
LOL, the scarf.
Yeah, the scarf. Marco starts confessing everything. The best one, I think, here's my pick for the best one, is his notebook with his name and Jackie's last name, because I couldn't decide which sounded better, which of their last names.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very feminist of Marco. I'm glad.
Yeah, I appreciated that.
10 thumbs up on that. Yes, good job. Dizzy is some like deep confession. What any other ones to highlight of Marco's?
There was one that I really liked, but I can't remember what it was. It was like I don't even remember now, but it was quality.
Yeah, there's some.
They were all
okay.
quality.
Yeah,
there were maybe I'll remember, but
yeah, maybe I remember.
There was one that I laughed that I like actually laughed out loud at.
Yeah,
and I was also like, same me.
Yeah, same. And then then finally maybe we can hang out, and it's like comes with a bunch of us going to see a movie, and then Star's like Star with like the arms like yeah, it's like yeah. Like, and then you did it, and then Star like hugs him, and it's like great. And Star's very like genuinely happy, and like
she's happy for her best friend, her Biffle.
Yeah, but like considering, I mean, this is level 1 analysis of Starco, but I think people appreciate this. Considering Star, we established Star as a crush on Marco. Her being like genuinely happy for him, as we see here, shows like how much she genuinely cares about him as a person. Yeah.
She loves Marco.
She like genuinely loves Marco, and that's like takes priority over like her stupid crush.
Because Star is great.
Because Star is just like a wonderful person. Yes. Yeah, and then Janna's like also like immediately there and like reacting to it. Like Janna, just as almost as important as Star in reacting to Marco's confession to Jackie, and then Naysaya wants to come to the movie, and then they're at the movie, and Jackie's like clinging to Marco's arm.
Yep, like wrapped around him.
Yeah. So yeah, I believe that this is intended to be like, I mean, they're kind of like on a date. Like, yeah, it's a group date, but like,
no, like it was a thing.
Yeah,
it was a thing.
Let me read you the description for next episode, which is a half an hour long. Not to it, one episode. Bon the birthday clown.
That sounds terrifying. Great.
Star has second thoughts about attending a dead clown séance when Jackie asks Marco to go to the school dance with her. So this is a thing.
How are these two things related? Is what I can't figure out. But okay,
well, Star's too upset about the Jackie and Marco. Her feelings are coming to get her now.
But is Jackie at the dead? Why is there a dead clown séance? Okay, I don't
think Jackie's at the dead clown séance. It's a bold prediction, but I don't think Jackie.
It's a bold prediction.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm so confused. I guess maybe she wants to go to the dance instead. Okay. We'll figure this out.
No. So Star is distraught over Jackie asking Marco to the school dance.
But my thing is but the two things really, I feel like she just wants to go to the dance instead of the dead clown.
Or maybe she wants to go to witness it or something. Either way, we'll see Star's reaction to the Jackie Marco being a thing now. Okay. That's the important part.
I understand. Like, I mean, I get that it was a big thing. It just didn't feel like a big thing.
Big thing. So that is next Monday. We have no episodes. I don't see any episodes beyond that. So I don't know if we're taking another break after that or not. I assume not.
Season finale.
But yeah, actually, that's about time for it. When's the last time we had a half-hour episode? Like, it's been a while. Yeah, no, we haven't since the season 1 finale. So big episode next week. Yeah, big developments in the Starco and the Marco Jackie. Is anyone actually shipping the Marco and the Jackie? That's what I want to know.
Probably not.
Probably not. I think I mean, then again, we're not.
I don't hate it.
It's fine. I like Jackie. Jackie's cool.
Yeah, Jackie's fine. Yeah. It's just she's not Star.
She's not. Yeah, I mean, no one can be Star. So
exactly.
No. So yeah, we'll be back then. Let's. Steve has very long thoughts, listener Steve, for this episode, so I don't know which part to read, but I didn't pre-read it. I should have, but we're very pressed for time here. Let's find the Naysaya cast now. Yeah, it's great to have Jackie back. Is she part of the main cast now? It seems like we've seen forever, so we've seen her, but Thias made it feel longer. She didn't do anything really hilarious, but she had little moments. Ready to help Marco.
The paper towels was funny.
Yeah, that's true. That was Janna. Yeah, I hope to see Janna go on another dimensional adventure and dealing with demons. Janna could come in handy. Okay. Yeah, very, very, very excited for this type of stuff. All responses later. And next week is a big half-hour episode. Might we tackle the whole Star, Marco, Jackie love triangle? So yes, that's what I believe we're tackling next week for sure.
I feel like definitely 100%.
Yeah. Wait, let me read this part. So wonder where that story progresses. Eventually, will Star be able to overcome the regret and sadness? Star cares about Marco and his happiness. She's a good relationship with Jackie. She may want to mess things up for them and put her feelings for their sake. Eventually, who knows, though, she might just explode. So it's a good point that Star also likes Jackie, as we see in this episode. Yes. So is she going to do anything? I don't think she'll want to do anything.
Well, I don't like Star, like, one, I don't feel like this is that show. Like, this show isn't going to irritate me to that degree.
I mean,
if
I have an initial read on where they would do is like Star would definitely not intentionally interfere, but it would kind of like happen, like they get into like some life and death circumstance, and she like confesses or something.
Well, I could see it being something like her and let's say her and Janna have a conversation, and Janna's like, "Kill her," because that's the kind of nonsense Janna would say, and Star's like, no, like that's crazy. Like I'm not gonna like, and so like they had that talk, and then later in the episode, something would happen that's not Star's fault.
Yeah, Star is not going to intentionally interfere with this. Yeah.
No, I'm going to predict right now that Janna and Star are going to have some sort of talk, and Janna's going to be like, I hate her now. Like I feel like that could happen.
Oh yeah, and then Janna might interfere or something.
No, I don't think Janna wouldn't interfere.
Janna could interfere. I don't think she cares.
Well, I mean, I just like she could, but I don't think she would. Star wouldn't let her, and she would know that it would really upset Star. Yeah. Janna's just gonna like say something hilarious about it. So I feel.
Yeah. Okay. When
she's gonna have some weird suggestion.
When will Marco learn of Star's feelings?
Okay. Given how
a few episodes,
I'm gonna say like we're talking season finale.
I think maybe before the finale, so the finale can be like the fallout about that. But yeah, something. Yeah, I think it's this season though. Like we're a little more than halfway through the season.
I will say this season, but like season finale.
Yeah, season finale territory. So we'll see what happens with that. I wonder what will happen from Bon Bon the Birthday Clown. Big episode coming up. One thing I wanted to mention before we go is big theory we didn't talk about last podcast from last week's episode that I'm totally in on now, which is that Toffee is the child of Eclipsa and her monster husband.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm all in on this theory.
I'm about it. That also makes a lot of sense because, like, so he has a legitimate claim to the throne.
Yes, because Toffee's a claim to the throne, and Toffee versus Star for the throne now. That'd be the show. That'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Game of Thrones.
Anything that Game of Thrones Star Edition. Anything that makes Toffee a major character. Like, let's do that.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense, and granted, it doesn't delegitimize Star at all because Star is still like through that line. Yeah. But I think that makes a lot of sense that Toffee and also it gives explains a lot for Toffee's design, and I think that just like
interesting, because it's like why is he like human-like or all the monsters, but something like that.
We have to unify all of these things.
I guess Toffee wouldn't have as big of a claim to the throne because it's like matriarchal, but there's some like thing about that, or I don't know.
Well, I mean, the thing is like it doesn't matter. Like if his mother is Eclipsa, then he still has a claim to the throne.
I guess it's not. I mean. Not clear how this works, but is it like the opposite of like an old medieval line where like a woman couldn't be like
no. Well, I think it's more like typically we've seen it matriarchal. Like it's matriarchy.
We haven't seen any kings, or we've seen it like there's a king, but he's not like the
right. But there could be a reason why there aren't kings. Like forever ago, it's like y'all dumb, you can't be kings. Like they would do that in this show. They'd be like, something stupid happened, and they're like, this is why there aren't kings. Or whatever. And then but this also, I think the more important part is like the reason his claim to the throne would be like the idea about monsters, and there's never been a monster on the throne, and like I think that's more about uniting, like bringing that concept back
monster bringing the like monsters versus humans and monster on the throne. That'd be great. Yes. So excited to get into all that at some point with the show. The show definitely in the past 2 weeks has gone in very interesting places.
Yes. So
we were holding too much for a little while, but now we're getting there. So
we're getting places.
See how we get there the rest of the season. So that'll be next week. Upcoming podcasts. We haven't had. This is the first podcasting week. Apologies for that, guys. Been a tough week with current events for all of us. On that note, creator Darren Nefsey had like my favorite election night tweet, which was since deleted, so you can't find this on her Twitter. But she tweeted a picture of like her drawing the F word a bunch of times, and it was like really elegant, likely drawn.
It was a quality tweet.
I hope you can find this picture somewhere. But I think she really did. But that was great. Upcoming podcasts are Steven Universe is new on Thursday with Gem Harvest, so we'll be there Thursday night. We'll have probably a feedback show from Justin at some point, and then Ruby on Sunday, from what I can tell, and then back for Star Monday. So a lot of stuff coming up on the Overly Animated podcast. Make sure you check us out on our website. Comment here, comments on YouTube's comment section. There, we'll go with that. Or Tumblr asks, and consider supporting us on patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to our patrons: Mitch, Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, Jamie, Rachel, John, Ryan, Catherine, Taylor, Devon, Jade, John, Finish, and Victoria, and Katrin, aka Fever Mitch, Cordell University, Big Exchange, Nathan, Philly, and Buzz Like Your Man, Richard, Shiva, Brian, Cook, Ken, Needle, Diamond Day, Joel, Garfield, Fusion, Skylark, Patron, Katrin. Yeah, exciting stuff coming up. A bunch of shows new now. And that's it. Any last thoughts, Delaney?
Nope. Just long live Starco.
Hashtag long live Starco. This is but a setback for the Starco reign.
This will be the impetus for Starco.
It'll be back.
Don't worry, y'all.
We'll regroup. We'll be back in 4 years, and Starco will take a okay. So that was a stretch. Okay, let us. Thanks, guys, for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.